Barton Lee Burling. I have 3 sons, Zach, Jack, and Blaine, and my wife is Christine. My dad was Jack Burling, and my mom was Janet Burling. My dad served in World War II, submarine duty on the USS Apagon, Purple Heart, Silver Star, and he always told me I was here by the grace of God, because he almost got killed in 1944 by being rammed by a Jap destroyer. So very proud of him. Well, we moved when I was in 4th grade to East Grand Rapids, and we had a real nice ranch-style home. One of the earliest memories was April 21st, 1968. It was a Friday. I just got done delivering newspapers and it was raining out, and I came inside and the table was set for dinner, and all of a sudden the front door flew open, then the back door flew open. My mom and dad went to close the doors, then they both flew open again, and my dad said, "Get the kids in the basement, there's a tornado coming." And so we got hit by a tornado. We were in the basement for probably 10, 12 hours. We lost some of our roof, had about 6 inches of water in the basement, and of course we were all praying that we would live. And so that was a very vivid memory. I can remember even what was on the table. We didn't get a chance to eat dinner that night because the tornado came right when dinner was being served. A deep memory of my mom is we lost my older sister Leslie when she was 4 years old from spinal meningitis, and my mom had a nervous breakdown and was very depressed, and my grandma and aunts helped raise me when I was a baby up till probably 1 or 2. It was something that I carried, and that my mom carried and my dad carried our whole lives. And to see your mom grieving and crying and depressed, I think affected me in some ways. I know it did. And it wasn't easy for, obviously, to lose a child's the toughest thing that could ever happen to someone. And she never got over it. And it affected the family quite a bit. So that's something I do remember, waking up crying, trying and praying that my sister would come back. So it's something that, you know, would be difficult for anybody, and it's something my mom never got over. My dad tragically died crossing a street, 28th Street in Grand Rapids, going to lunch, and he was in the middle lane, and somebody was traveling in the middle lane and hit him. He lived 9 days and then died at Butterworth Hospital. My mom was grieved about that for a long time, and was at the time I was in college, and I had to quit college to come home. I was in Arizona. I came home from Arizona and helped my mom for about 6 months. Then I got another job and I went down to Florida with that. But those were some of the tragic moments in my life that, you know, you never forget, and are always with you. But life does go on, and you know, I'm very lucky to have grandchildren now and 3 wonderful sons. My closest friends were Max Alexander, John DeGroot, Todd Ensley, and I had a lot of friends, but those were ones that were right in my neighborhood that I was really close with. We were always playing outside, either hide and seek or kick the can, or football and baseball and basketball. I had a couple dogs. One dog, Lindy, was my sister Jan's. The other dog, Paco, was a little Chihuahua that I bought at a horse auction. And because he peed on the chair quite a bit, my mom got rid of him without telling me. Typical American family. My mom stayed at home and took care of the kids. My dad was a wholesale traveling salesman, and he traveled all over the state in Indiana and Ohio selling carpet to retailers. He worked for Presto. So I don't think they're around anymore, but it was a big wholesale company. was a good family life. Parents were really good. My mom met my dad in San Francisco when my dad was in the Navy, and she met him through her girlfriend, who we called Aunt Norma Benjamin, and I guess she had dated my dad for a while, and she introduced him, and things happened, and my mom was at the dock to meet my dad, I guess, and one thing led to another. Typical day was basically get us ready for school, make us breakfast, and go to school, come home, get ready for dinner, watch maybe an hour of TV, and then go to bed or read a book. My dad did take us to the library once a week, so all of us became really avid readers. I think towards junior high and high school, I wanted to be an oceanographer because I loved Jacques Cousteau. First job was when I was 11 years old, and I delivered newspapers. I had a route of about 95 papers, and I remember all the streets, everything, and once in a while my dad would help me with the Sunday papers because they were a lot heavier and bigger, and it taught me a lot. I did that for 2 years. My second job was at Woolco at Eastbrook Mall in Grand Rapids, and I made, I think it was $2.10 an hour. Originally I grew up with kind of the Beatles and enjoyed, rock and roll music, Chuck Berry. I love Edgar and Johnny Winter, Association, any rock and roll bands I really enjoyed. And I went to quite a few concerts too. Well, I originally met Mom when I was in charge of the Amara Shrine Circus. And I had about 100 employees, and I hired your mom, who worked for me for 1 year. And then I didn't really, at the time, I didn't really know her that well, but she came back the following year and asked for a job, and I hired her right away. And at the time, she was living with 2 other girls, and I was with them, and I asked her to go out with me. And she was a little bit hesitant at first because I was 9 years older than her, but I convinced her by offering her to have my TV. And I think that's what sold her, and of course my car that I drove. I had a little Honda Prelude, and she loved it. I owned a health food store, Mother Nature's Pantry, which taught me a lot about business, about people, about customer service, about a lot of things that have to deal with merchandising, accounting, and also taking care of personnel. Of course, having my sons help me and work for me, and then also doing shows together, bodybuilding, fitness, figure, bikini shows. That was a lot of fun. And seeing them work and dealing with people and making money, those were proud moments. One of the proudest moments was when I got the Chip Van Wanderham Award for helping out wheelchair bodybuilders. I have 3 grandchildren. The youngest is little James, who is the son of Melissa and Zachary Burling, and he is 15 months, and he's an adorable little boy who's got a great smile, and he's just a real joy for the family. Jack, my middle son, has 2 children, a granddaughter. Her name is Dylan, and she will be 4 years old this week on the 17th. And then the oldest grandson is Bodie, and Bodie is 6 years old, and he's an excellent student, and we're very proud of him and of their family. He's got great parents, as well as James. They both have wonderful parents. They're doing a really good job. and we're very proud of them, and of course we love our grandkids very much.
What did you think when you first found out that you were going to be a dad?
Well, I was very excited. I was a little bit overwhelmed because I didn't really know what it entailed. But that was probably it was the most exciting thing that ever happened in my life.
What was your favorite memory with each of your kids?
Well, to start with, I'm going to start with the youngest, Blaine. And I remember when he got the Presidential Fitness Award when he was in, I think, 5th grade. He was the only boy to get that award. And there was one girl that got the award too. And I was very proud of him because he was in the Milers Club, which he did every day. And he was just such a good athlete. And he shined on the field, and watching him was thrilling. So then it was Jack, and of course Jack was a great son who also gave me a lot of good moments in sports. He was on the all-star team with baseball and all-star team with basketball, and then he went on and he graduated from college as an electrical engineer, so very proud of him as well. Then Zachary, my oldest son, I'll never forget him graduating from high school, and he performed with his guitar in front of the whole student faculty, and he did a fantastic job, and I was really, really proud of him when I saw him do that. Very proud of my sons.
Thank you. With that said, time moves fast, of course, but moments like these, memories like this, deserve to be held on to. So here's to my dad, his voice and his story, now captured forever.
All right, thank you, Zach. Screwed it up a little bit.